Come on. Well, hi guys. Perfection. Perfection can and is another form, well, not a form, but it can lead to procrastination.
What?
How can that be? Well, first of all, I just want to express that there's nothing wrong with doing your best, giving 150%, making sure that something is as good as it can be. How does perfection become procrastination? That happens when, well, the best I can do for you in explaining that is sharing with you an example of mine. I haven't been very consistent with posting videos on my YouTube channel or even posting regularly on my Facebook business page. And this is because I feel like I don't have something super inspirational or motivational or moving or impactful to say sometimes. Now, there's nothing wrong with not posting sometimes or not feeling it. And it's good to not post things or do things or film things when you're feeling upset or anything. Along with the idea of not posting things when you're upset and stuff like that, I feel like your emotions can attach to what you put out there into this world. It's easily to pick up on when people are actually feeling not so great, and you can really tell when someone's being fake or inauthentic, especially in video. So whenever I'm not feeling like, if I'm feeling a really dark headspace, I'm not going to post something because I don't want to put that kind of stuff or feeling vibe out there. It's just whatever you guys really kind of believe in. However, I have been letting the fact that it's not perfect become an excuse for not doing it at all. So I haven't been editing. I haven't been even writing down ideas of posts I could create or doing anything in the form of towards my goals, my impact, movement, etc. Are there any examples in your own life where if you can't do it perfectly, you just don't do it at all? It's almost like saying, oh, I'll do that later. Will you actually do it later? Most likely not. Perfection almost becomes like a I'll do it later sort of excuse. This is how I have figured out that perfection has and can become procrastination. How can I change this? Well, I was having a hard time explaining this in my videos, so here I am. How do you stop procrastinating and letting perfection get in the way? You literally have to decide whether or not whatever that procrastination is getting in the way of, whether it's creating a social media influence, whether it's whether it's a job that you are wanting to move up in, whether it's a relationship that you want to pursue, whatever it is that you're procrastinating on and you're not going for it or you're not taking any action on, you first have to decide, is it really worth it? And when you finally decide that, it's also good to change things up a bit. Maybe not do things the way you've always been doing them. Shift, rearrange, transform. Be more open to things changing and being more open to how that's going to look in your life. So that's what I was trying to say in this section here. Maybe that thing that you thought you were supposed to do needs to be shifted or changed, rearranged, or transformed. For example, maybe for myself, instead of thinking, oh, I need to post a video this week, oh, I need to do this week, maybe brainstorming needs to happen and I need to come up with a whole new list of ideas. Maybe I need to ask you guys. I am asking, what would you like to hear from me? Stuff like that. You know, there are always solutions to our problems, and in order to take away that procrastination excuse from perfection, we need to accept that We're not always going to be perfect. We're not always going to have all the answers. I'm not always perfect. I know that. I'm perfectly imperfect like you are. Sorry to say. Not saying you're not great. You are. However, coffee break. When you let go of that idea that everything needs to be perfect, and if it's not, I'm just not going to do anything. Like this video, I do feel a little bit like it's all over the place, but I'm still gonna post it because there is some sort of value within this whole thing. If anything, I've been making these weird hand gestures and you're gonna have a good laugh, so just do something. Even if it's not the perfect photo, the perfect picture, the same thing, blah blah blah, the perfect video, the perfect painting, put something out there. Do something. Even if you don't feel like going to the gym, do 10 crunches, do 50 push-ups. I can't even do 1 push-up.
Oh, how embarrassing.
But do something. Something towards your goals, vision, and dreams, because we're not always going to feel it. I wish I did. And yeah, we're not always trying to feel it. On the days you don't feel it, and that idea of like, oh, well, it's not perfect or whatever, just think of it this way. If it doesn't end up being perfect and that results in you messing up or making a mistake, that is failure. Side note about failure. Failure doesn't have to be a bad thing. I feel like failure has such a negative connotation associated with it that we automatically have little red flags flying everywhere when we hear the word failure. Maybe that's what you got just now. But failure can be such an amazing thing within our lives. It is an amazing thing because you can learn, you can grow, you will grow, and you will learn if you're open to it and willing to see it that way. I used to be so afraid of failing, and I do still get scared about failing sometimes. However, when I learn to accept it and go with it and roll with it, I've learned so much, I've grown so much, and there has been actual moments, people, events, things that have entered my life because of it. Much love, guys. Before I rant and go in circles about this whole topic, I'm gonna stop it right here. I'm so grateful for any of you who ever watch my videos. It has been a real ride for sure. I am gonna do my best to become more consistent with posting again. I know I keep saying that and I haven't been. It's just I've been making that perfectionist excuse. So here we go. I'm gonna post a video once a week. I'm holding myself accountable for this. And we'll see how that goes. So much love, guys. I'll see you next week. Bye!